I'm Jenna. Nice to meet you. I'm the MSW here at Sandy Pine. I understand that when you talked to our intake worker, you called and you said you needed some help. It says here you like to go by Melissa.
I do.
And, let's go over some personal info that I already have from you, and then we'll get started talking about what brought you here today.
Okay.
It says that your phone number is 219-555-1234.
Yes.
And you have your mom, Cindy, listed as your emergency contact, 219-555-1212. Is that right? Okay. It also says that you don't have any insurance. Is that correct?
I don't.
Okay. Here at this agency, we do have sliding scale fees. So the payment for a session is going to be $55 a session. Does that seem reasonable to you?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let me know if that ever becomes a problem. We can see what we can work out.
Okay.
Usually for meetings, we meet once a week for 60 minutes. But today, as we're doing the assessment, we'll see what we need and assess, if we need more or less time and whatever works for us. Okay? When you got here earlier, we already had you fill out the consent forms, but I did want to talk to you about confidentiality and that everything you say is going to be kept confidential as long as it's not life-threatening to you or anybody else, because as a social worker, I do have the duty to warn, so I will have to tell those individuals or the authorities or whoever needs to be involved if that comes up.
Okay.
Okay. And I also wanted to talk to you about this first initial meeting. We're just going to be talking about the concerns that you have that have brought you here today. And over our meetings, we're going to talk about ways to address those concerns that brought you here. So let's start with, why did you want to come and see me today?
Well, recently I hadn't been feeling too well, and I went to the doctor, it was the clinic, and they ran some blood work, and I found out that I'm HIV positive.
How are you feeling about that?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty scared about it. I found that out, I'm HIV positive, but I also found out that I'm pregnant.
So you're saying that in that same clinic time you found out both of those things?
Yep.
So does any family know? Have you let anybody know yet?
No, I haven't. I mean, I don't even know what to say to them.
Right.
So I was raised pretty religious, and my family is going to have a really hard time with both things, and I don't know what's going to happen. I mean, currently I live with my parents, so I don't even know if they would let me live there still, and I don't make enough to support myself. I'm a waitress part-time.
Okay.
And I wouldn't be able to live on my own off the income. So I'm worried about telling them and anybody.
Yeah, I hear you that I can tell that you're very upset and anxious about this. Does the religiousness still play a role in your life today, or?
I don't really attend church anymore.
Okay.
But
is that something you think about sometimes,
going
back, or?
I don't know.
Just trying to think of, support system for you, and.
I mean, I always thought I would go back and stuff, but now it's like, I feel like, I don't know if I would be accepted.
Sure.
Because of my circumstance at this point, but.
Yeah, so you're feeling anxious about everything, pretty much.
Yeah, I am, and, they told me, the doctor told me that there were ways to protect the baby, possibly, so that the baby wouldn't have, be born HIV positive, but I don't really know, I didn't really understand what he was talking about too much, and I don't know how likely it is, and if the baby is going to be born HIV positive, I don't know if I should continue the pregnancy. So I have a lot going on in my head right now.
Yeah, I see that. I understand. I don't know if you know, but Sandy Pine our basis is around people infected and affected with HIV and AIDS, which I think is why the clinic probably sent you here, or referred you to us. There are lots of choices that you can make, so you should feel empowered that you're not stuck with one choice. There's many things, with adoption, abortion, keeping the baby, and there's a lot of education out there for HIV people who are HIV positive, and we can talk about all that and work on it, because there's so many medications now where if the mother takes it while the baby is prenatal, then the baby most of the time doesn't, risk the chance of being infected. So that is definitely something that I'll make note of for one of our goals to work on throughout this time, is getting some education. And did the clinic say anything about medications for you? Or
they did say things. I have to go somewhere else though also.
Okay.
And I don't have insurance.
Right.
Right now I don't even know where to go from here, because I would have guessed that it's going to be expensive, and I don't know.
Well, there are many options out there to help you with funding, and like I said, we can work on our sliding scale, and we also can help you get hooked up with insurance and Medicaid and everything like that to help with the baby and with the expenses, so that it's not, financially draining on you. But it's very important that you do take those medications, and that we find you a doctor who is going to help with both aspects of your health you're dealing with right now. I know that you have a lot on your plate right now, but I want to think of, do you feel like you have a support system? Do you feel like if sometime we can talk to each other about how you can tell your parents, or possibly, bring them in here, or, because this is a big time right now, we want you to have somebody to...
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, just think about it, over these next couple sessions, but I feel like the main concern would be you going to the doctor right now. We're not going to set any goals for right now that have to be done, but I feel like that is pretty important, because the sooner you start on those medications, and for the baby, it's going to be better.
And could you help me, so you would help me find some, what to apply for?
Sure, yeah.
Financial help with that.
Yep, we have resources for all of that, so I can definitely help you get going with insurance and doctors, and we have a great list of really good doctors who we work with patients who have HIV and AIDS. Okay. So I know this is a really hard time right now, but maybe that can give you a little, ease for the time being. That there are answers right now. I know a lot of people think really scary things about HIV and AIDS, but things have come a long way since the first outbreak.
The doctor told me, but I don't.
Right. Yeah, and we're here for you. Do you have any relationship with the baby's father, or is he in the picture?
Not really. I was actually seeing two guys.
Okay.
So, I'm not sure at this point.
Sure. Well, I know we have a lot to deal with, but, let's, try and, keep that on the in the front of our minds to like think about maybe if you want to talk to one of them or, you know, both of them about, you know, because if they are infected, it might be important for one of them to get tested too to find out. I know. Well, let's talk about things you like to do. What are some strengths that you feel like? What do you think you're good at? You don't know? Do you have any siblings?
I do.
You do? Are they older? Are they younger?
They're younger.
Okay, and have you ever helped take care of them or?
Yeah.
Yeah? Do you feel like you're good at that?
I don't know. I mean, it was always kind of a burden for me.
Sure, yeah. Because, you're a kid, but.
But I mean, I think I can take care of it.
Okay.
Baby.
Well, so it seems, you know, that you're nurturing, so that's definitely a strength. Do you like your job?
No.
No? No? Well, okay. Do you think you're good at your job?
I mean, I'm a waitress, so.
Well, hey, that's a tough job.
It is. Yeah.
All right.
But I mean, I would like to do something different
Sure.
eventually. I mean, I always thought I would go to school and.
Well, what about school? What's kept you from completing?
Well,
I see it said you have a high school diploma.
I do. I just thought, like, I'd take a break.
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, I'm 22 now, so.
Sure.
I don't know, I thought I would go eventually, but now I feel like that might not be possible.
Well, I know you have a lot on your plate right now. And I totally feel that I understand that you feel anxious and that things aren't going the way you planned it. But, you know, maybe with a little time we can get you going in school and, you know, what did you think you ever wanted to do when you grew up?
I wanted to be a teacher. I wanted to teach English.
Okay, so you think you're good at English? Or you like
yeah,
it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well that's a strength then.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's something because there's nobody says that, you know, your illness now with HIV has to be, you know, the end all.
Can I even be a teacher?
Oh yeah, you can do whatever you want to do. There's nothing against it. I mean, you're going to have to be careful, and it's very important that you know, not let everybody know, but let the head people know because you want to make sure you're safe and everything, you know. But there's no reason that you can't do anything, you know, that you want to do. And of course, we all know having a baby doesn't, you know, make the end of everything. So there's many people you can still, you know, and there's financial aid for moms and there's babysitting and daycare. So all right, well, I feel like we've gotten a lot accomplished today. I hope that, you know, talking to me has helped a little bit with feeling less stressed and that we have some concrete, really good things that we're going to start to work on. Before you leave today, I am going to give you that information on insurance and doctors because I do think that's really important to have.
Yeah.
And, I mean, do you feel comfortable calling the doctor or?
Yeah, I think I can call.
Okay, well, if you need help, you know, I'll give you my card and, of course, you can call me whenever. And if you haven't made an appointment by the next meeting, then we'll do it together. How does that sound?
That sounds good.
Okay, all right. Well, if you think of anything else, just call me, let me know.
Okay.
And if not, I'll see you again next Wednesday at 6:30. Okay? All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye.